Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your November 24th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. PRF season is here, and their advisors are educated and ready to help you mitigate weather risk. Their state-of-the-art technology and superb customer service ensures that your policy is in good hands. The PRF deadline is right around the corner on December 1st, so if you would like more information, reach out to an advisor today. AgRisk Advisors, with you no matter what the weather. Also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. They host remote weekly classes all throughout the Midwest so you can learn to preg check your own cows. To view their schedule, head on over to www.circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. And we are also sponsored by Cross Diamond Cattle Company of Bertrand, Nebraska. They're going to be hosting their annual Readiness bull and heifer sale on Monday, December 13th at the ranch near Bertrand. They're going to be selling 225 coming 2-year-old Readiness bulls and 400 head of outstanding commercial bred heifers. This is a sale you are not going to want to miss. The sale is going to be online at Superior NDV Auction. If you'd like to view video and check out the catalog for this sale, head on over to crossdiamondcattle.com. The Oklahoma Farm Report has reported that according to third quarter numbers coming from NCBA's 75% plan, the voluntary plan that they put forward to increase negotiated cash trade, those numbers have shown that the Big Four packers largely failed to uphold their end of the agreement to increase negotiated cash trade. What a shocker. According to NCBA's Ethan Lane, this news will call for numerous conversations at the cattle organization's upcoming convention in early February. Lane said that the 3/4 of data that have come out of this voluntary framework have shown that producers can certainly market more cattle negotiated, but they give up some leverage in doing so. A lot of conversations have been about producers gaining leverage from more negotiated cash trade, not giving it up, he said. I feel like Ethan Lane might have missed the point of increasing negotiated cash trade and that whole idea we were going for. Ag Daily has reported that Carhartt has partnered with Chipotle Mexican Grill to promote a new line of farm-inspired clothing. Talk about an odd partnership. According to a press release, the profits from this line of clothing will be donated to organizations like the National Young Farmers Coalition, with initiatives focused on supporting young farmers. Of course, on the surface, this partnership sounds like a positive deal. They're donating money. But if you look at Chipotle's track record, they have never been a friend to farmers. Never. All they have ever done is put down American farmers and ranchers. This new line of clothing includes sayings like "support the future of farming," which is absolutely hypocritical since Chipotle has, again, been putting farmers down for years. The fast food chain has been known to criticize farmers and ranchers for various tactics, including modern breeding techniques and treating animals with antibiotics. I have to say, this is not a good move for Carhartt. Reuters has reported that Russia will resume beef and pork imports from 12 subsidiaries of Brazilian producers this Thursday. Restrictions on Brazilian beef and pork imports date all the way back to 2017, when Russia halted the imports due to the alleged use of the feed additive ractopamine. However, the Brazilian meat industry claims that they never used ractopamine. For Brazil, Russia is a promising market since China cut off their imports of Brazilian beef after 2 atypical cases of BSE were reported back in September. Reuters has also reported that on Monday, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren called on the DOJ to open a broad investigation into price fixing and consolidation in the poultry sector and its impact on consumers and producers. Warren also urged the department's antitrust division to review with suspicion any large mergers in the industry, after Cargill and Continental Grain said in August they would be purchasing Sanderson Farms for $4.53 billion. Four processors control 54% of the chicken market, which is up from 35% that we had back in 1986, according to the Biden administration. Warren closed by saying that lack of competition in the poultry industry has allowed these massive companies to squeeze poultry producers and American consumers, and has essentially fueled corporate profits and payouts to shareholders. Sounds awfully familiar. Feedstuffs has reported that the sharp rise in commodity prices, cheap money / credit, and lots of it has led to the biggest increase in farmland values since the mid-1970s. According to USDA, starting in September, productive farmland throughout the Midwest has soared to record highs. For instance, productive farmland back in Illinois is selling consistently from anywhere from $16,000 to $17,000 an acre. Some states have had land auction bids all the way up to $20,000 per acre. Many are wondering when the other foot is going to fall and we'll start to see these land prices start to back off a bit. But for the foreseeable future, it looks like these land prices are going to stay right where they're at. Protein demand worldwide remains incredibly strong. So as long as beef, pork, and poultry are moving in the marketplace, expansion in the livestock industry is encouraged, which will of course increase the demand for grain, which will keep this cycle of high land prices intact. So we cannot plan to see those land prices back off anytime soon. Finally, earlier this week, Spike Jordan with Tri-State Livestock News reported on the results from the Nebraska Brand Committee meeting that was held for the EID Advisory Board that was put together. That was hosted last Tuesday. It was a conference call-in, essentially. You can read more about this article. I encourage everyone here in Nebraska to check it out at tsln.com. Spike does a fantastic job covering all of our brand issues here in the state. But anyways, from that meeting, they got together to discuss if these EID Advisory Committee meetings will be open to the public so we can know what is being discussed when it comes to how they're going to implement EID across the state, how that's going to impact us as producers. However, it was voted during that meeting that these meetings will actually be private. They're going to be closed. There was lots of talk about how there's nothing to hide in these meetings, but yet there was an incredible push to keep these meetings private, which I obviously do not agree with. If there's nothing to hide, I think it would be great to keep these meetings open to the public. More transparency, that's always great, in my opinion. So very unfortunate to see that come out of the that brand meeting, but stay tuned. I'm sure I will be reporting on any other issues within brand here in the state of Nebraska in the coming weeks. So that is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope everyone's having a great week. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. I'll see you later.